Hello everyone, I'm back in our showroom here at Brilliant Earth, and I'm super stoked to kind of show you guys some loose diamonds in this specific shape. So the shape I have for us and what we'll be focusing on for the next 15 minutes or so is oval diamonds. So ovals are very popular right now, like I said earlier, and they have this really beautiful faceting that creates a lot of light. They also take up a lot of space on your hands. Kind of a nice switch up from a round diamond if you want something a little bit different, but maybe, you know, still is traditional in some elements. So I have oval diamonds for us to look at on the tray and talk about a little bit. I know one of the things that people struggle with the most when picking out diamonds online is size. What does this carat look like on my hand? What is a 1 versus a 2 carat? Like, do I really want to go that big or that small? So I'll put some of these on my hand today so you can see them in relation to a real human, and hopefully that will be helpful for you guys. I also have some set oval stones that we can look at just so you can see how ovals play with halos versus not halos. So these are the 4 oval diamonds that I have for us today. They all range in characteristics. So they're all different sizes, all different colors, and cuts. This first one right here is a 0.75. This one right here is a 1.01. This one right here is a 1.53. And this bad boy right here is a 2.4. Their colors range a little bit. We have an E, an I, a G, and an H. So if you're color sensitive, you notice that this one is the whitest, this one is the warmest, and these two are more in the middle. Their cuts range from very good to super ideal, so they're all going to be optimizing sparkle in some way. And we actually have a variety of clarities as well. So these two are both in the SI range. This one is in the VV, and this one is in the V. And we have a mix of lab created and natural diamonds. It actually alternates lab natural, lab natural. So these are the same stones that were on the tray just now, but now they're on my hand. And there's a lot of natural light coming in from this window. So one thing oval diamonds do really, really nicely is they hold their weight well, meaning that I find oval diamonds look pretty big in comparison to other shapes. So if you want to maximize size, that's something that will be really, really great for you. Ovals do vary in shape a little bit, so there's not an exact oval shape. You'll find ranges. An oval that is more short will have a length to width ratio closer to 1. And as you go up and your oval becomes more elongated, it reaches further from 1. So I'd say generally a lot of people end up in the 1.35 to 1.45 length to width ratio range. Here's some more artificial lighting. You'll see the colors stay the same, but can vary a little bit, light to light. So we had a 0.75 carat diamond at the bottom. That one was the E color. Ideal cut. VS2 clarity. And then we have the 1.01 next. Also ideal. IVVS1. And then the third diamond is a 1.53. Very good. GSI2. And then our top one is our 2.40 super ideal HSI1. So next I have a couple different settings for us to talk about with ovals as well. This first one is our Aria setting. So I love ovals with 3 stones. I think they're so pretty. I actually had a customer in here yesterday talking about how if you should do a round, if you should do an oval. We were talking about a 3-stone setting, and he chose to go with the oval because it created a nice differentiation between the side stones. So you really got, you know, an elongation up and down on your finger, and the 3 stones added an elongation in a way horizontally on your finger. This is about a 1.25 carat oval. So that's the Aria. I also have the Celine, which is super similar to the Aria, but it has round diamonds on the side as opposed to pear. So if you're looking at these back to back, this one has little pears, and this one has little round diamonds. So I would say this one is a little bit more classic in the sense, and this one's a little bit more modern. Not to get too crazy into 3 stones, but I have another 3-stone for us. And this one is the petite 3-stone trellis. The side stones are going to be a little bit bigger and the band is a little bit thicker. The side view is also a little bit different. We have a traditional basket here. And this is a trellis, which is those swooping prongs. The band on the Aria is about 1.5 millimeters, similar to the Celine of an average width. And this guy's gonna be, I honestly actually don't know the width off the top of my head on this one, but it's definitely closer to 2.5 millimeters, as opposed to these guys are definitely on the daintier side, which you can kind of tell from afar when you look at them. And these are all kind of in that 1.25 family, which is a really, really nice size. Transitioning a little bit, I have a pave band for us to look at. So this is our Luxe Ballad, and this is probably close to about a 3-carat oval. So you can see on my hand, it takes up a very large majority of my finger. It is a very large stone. So the Luxe Ballad has a super classic profile. So you'll see these really pretty straight prongs. Don't really take away from the diamond, keep it nice and clean. And then it has about a 1.5 millimeter or 1.4, depending on band width. So you get a little bit of diamond sparkle, but from afar you see mostly center stone. Next I have, like really close to my face, the Allura, which is actually a newer style. It has a slightly thicker band, so you get a lot of diamond action from the side. And from the top, it has a really pretty profile with these prongs that kind of swoop up around the diamond. The prongs right here, you can't even really see it. They have a couple diamonds in them as well. And this is probably closer to like a 2.2. This one will also sit really nicely with a wedding band. So if you wanted something to sit more flush, that would be gorgeous. I really like this band because it feels really substantial on my hand. I'm like, yes, nice and thick. Transitioning a little bit, I have a halo setting with an oval. This oval is probably right about 2 carats, but it is going to look more similar to almost that 3 carat that I was showing you earlier, or even slightly larger because it has a halo. So the halo is going to add a lot of visual carat weight to the stone. It's about a 2 with a halo. And then the Waverly has the most beautiful profile. So if you're looking at it from the side, it's kind of like plopped beautifully. The word plopped isn't very beautiful, but it is delicately placed on the top of the shank. This is the Waverly. And then to transition, I'm going to show you the fancy halo with side stones. I'm going to put it on my middle finger. This is probably closer to about a 1.25 carat. And this is in rose gold. So you can see their profiles are super different. This one's going to feel a little bit lower to the hand because it has these shoulders that come up to meet the diamond at a higher point. So they're both really, really beautiful. It just depends on, from the profile, what you like better. And like I said, this is about 2 versus about 1.25, but they'll both look bigger in comparison. And then into transition, I have the fancy halo without side stones. So if you want to do like a plain metal band, but still keep the halo, that's going to be really pretty as well. Definitely will make your center stone look a lot larger from afar because it'll incorporate more with the holistic view of the diamond from way back here. Kind of just looks like, ha. So once again, this was the fancy halo with side stones, and this was the fancy halo. Well, that's about all I have for you guys today. It was really fun talking about ovals. If you have any specific questions that maybe is more in depth about ovals, like length to width ratio, symmetry, any of those specific things, you can definitely reach out to us, and we'll be happy to help with all of those questions. I really, really love oval diamonds, and I know you guys do too, so I'm glad we kind of got to talk about this. And we'll show you something fun next week too. All right, thanks guys. Bye.